down a little bit lower to the ground before I start to go, okay?
So more like...
Yes, just a little bit lower. You're kind of a little high right now. Yeah. Just to give you a little bit more time, all right? Otherwise, you're going to get a little jumpy on me.
Just off Interstate 78 in Easton at Elevate Fitness and Performance Center, Steve Schrenk is hard at work. Daily, he's given the task of working with young pitchers as they strive towards their goals and desires. And it's more than just being able to throw a fastball at top speed or a hard breaking ball. It's about building pitchers from the bottom up.
Right?
Great pitching coach in Easton that everyone goes to. He helps you with your mechanics. He helps you with your velocity in a safe and healthy way. And I was like, I need a guy like that with how I am right now, because this is definitely one of the bigger parts of my life for college, just to get ready for it.
So our freshman year, COVID happened, and like we didn't really play. Our season got canceled, and I knew I still had to get my work in, and I knew Jake came in here and still pitched and threw. So I reached out to Steve, and they were looking for catchers to come in and catch. And so since then I came in, and that was probably 5, almost 6 years ago now. So I've just been doing that ever since. Every summer when I come back, when the school year's over, I'll come in and catch, just stay loose and make sure everything's moving well.
I want to take it to the next level, and I heard he's really good. So honestly, I just came in with an open mind, and ever since I've been going with him, loved him.
I first worked with him during COVID, freshman year. I think you might have said it, but he helped me get to where I am as a player today and as a pitcher. And I credit most of my success to him.
Each day starts with stretching properly, to medicine ball exercises, building strength within the body core, all to make sure that injury prevention is at the top of the mind.
Especially coming back, because you haven't done anything in a little bit. So make sure you're staying on top of the effort level today. Warm up on the wall, just 10 forward, and then 10 reverse, just backhand.
After I came to him, there was just so much that he talked about. He told us we were high engine motors and that we need to feed ourselves well and that we need to take care of our arms and our entire body. And so there was definitely a lot of education that went into this on his part, and a lot that I learned about my arm and about what I need to do.
I didn't realize until I came to Steve how much really goes into pitching. I was always just throwing and stepping on the mound, but I soon realized that it takes a lot more than just throwing a baseball. It's really 90% of it is just keeping your arm healthy and keeping it conditioned so you're able to be on the mound and throwing the way you want to.
He's helped me a lot through the arm care and making me healthy. Every time I'm with him in the off season during all that, when I'm going to him consistently, I'm always feeling good. He always doesn't even make me think. He just knows what he's doing. So every time I'm here, I always feel good.
What's the beginning process for any pitcher as they begin their bullpen session?
I think really just feel their body, make sure their body's warm, make sure they're in a good spot, but also we're going to get the fastball ready, and I like to get the fastball ready to the glove side. It's kind of the hardest spot for a pitcher to really get down to, and once I know that I can get that fastball to glove side with some good spin, and I can locate it well, then I know my body's moving down the mound pretty good.
Is that just years of you coaching that allowed you to get to this point with these younger guys?
I think a lot of it has to do with experience, really understanding how we need to move, and obviously, we didn't have a lot of this data and stuff when I first started coaching a long time ago,
Yeah.
So I'm going to allow my eyes to see where he's at and what he's doing, and then kind of go off the pitch and the movement. Not only do I have that, but now I have the data, so I can look at it and see that what I'm seeing is really matching up to what these guys are doing. It's probably the hardest thing is, we try to give guys half hour to an hour to really work on stuff, but we're very pitch specific. Like Jake's curveball and his slider, we want to have a difference in those two pitches. That's one of the things that he's been kind of working on and then taking it to the games. He's noticed some really big strides with his slider lately, that it's just come out a little bit better, and we can see it that it's a different pitch than it is the curveball. They're not blending together, and that's kind of where we want to get with those pitches. One hitter. Go ahead, sorry.
So what do you mean by that, throwing the one hitter? What does that mean?
Well, we're going to kind of sequence a hitter here and let Preston call the pitches and really to see how his pitches tunnel off each other, and also give him a plan when he does go into a game.
Yeah.
That he knows what pitches to throw and what counts and how to do it.
And then as he delivers, another pretty good strike right there as far as I'm concerned.
And another good pitch.
But then it jumps to a next pitch. Is that how the system works, that it kind of goes from one pitch to the next?
Yeah, and that one caught the edge on that one, so I know that even though it looks good and Preston said it's a great pitch, do we get a swing on it? Probably do, because it's in the strike zone. Out of his hand, it was a strike, and that's
Right.
kind of what we're looking for.
Okay.
So now we know that we saw it. We know how the pitch spun. We know that it's good. We know that we're spinning, and he's going easy today in his bullpen. Jake normally spins his breaking balls at 2,500.
Okay, so
And today, he's taking it easy. He's got to pitch in 2 days, so it's a little bit less, but he's still mentally and physically getting ready to prepare for that game. Pitching's pitching, but at the same time, preparation before and being ready, not only mentally but physically, is a big difference in starting their reliever. And relievers pitch more often, so their workloads in between their outings is a little bit less. They got to find time to lift, maybe at night. They have to maybe not long toss as much during the week, but still be able to get their long toss in, their plyo ball work in, all their work, and still be available to pitch at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
It's a multifaceted operation with Steve, and it all boils down to making sure each pitcher not only learns and grows within their craft, but also has fun while going through each session. The longtime pro has made an impact on these young pitchers.
Best pitching coach I've ever worked with, and he's for sure the best pitching coach in this valley. So
I mean, if you're looking to get better at pitching, I don't see who's better.
Try and develop him and keep him healthy, and that's the big thing right now nowadays is doing that. So it's just so important. I mean, we just have to slow down a little bit, let the process take care of itself, let the guys grow, let them be teenagers, let them be kids, and at the same time, teach them how to mature into their bodies and mature as a pitcher. And that's kind of what we're doing here. And I love the progress and that development part of it. That's me. I've done that my whole life. I develop pitchers. I've developed a lot of major league pitchers. Does it take time? Yes. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Is it worth it? 100%. Because I want them to be able to do what I did and follow their dreams. And, has to start somewhere. And a lot of these guys are really dedicated to it. So it's been nice.
From Elevate Fitness and Performance Center in Easton, I'm Mike Ventola with the Service Electric Network.